It's Week 15 of the 2028 season. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Cowboys and the Colts, and it comes your way next.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I love just about everything about him.
Here we go. That's your game to win, offense.
Throwing on first down. Hamilton buying time to his left. And his first look is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Hamilton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I like his honesty, because when we sat down with him, I mean, he was the first one to say, that was on me last week, a really poor performance. Way too many interceptions, didn't find the end zone throwing the ball, put his defense and his special teams in some real jeopardy, and somehow they won the game. Yeah, what I loved about it is when he told us about the defense kind of corralling them in the locker room and said, all right, well, man, we're not going to do that again this week, are we?
We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 87 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we have a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Bonds escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bonds. And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Bonds. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
To throw on second down, Hamilton. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Hamilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bonds forced out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joe Tryon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
There wasn't a breakdown in protection. Did the running back not pick him up? It doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Bonds. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joe Tryon. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Bonds got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. short time with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 40-yard line. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Bonds outright. He finds Tolbert. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point up and through, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hamilton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and 4. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just steered the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jamar Chase from 4 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's good for a Colts.
Operating from the gun. Hamilton. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. He'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal, as now they're dealing with a little bit bigger of a deficit. 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Hamilton throwing right, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Operating from the gun. Hamilton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Hamilton to the right side, complete to Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Hamilton.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep the deficit at 20.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Looking to throw. Bonds. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. He will find his man Chase complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. They'll look to throw again. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Hamilton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
From the gun on third down. Bonds got a man open. It's Chase. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's Elliott, complete.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw on second down. Bonds.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll keep it himself. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Option play, here's Hall.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hall again on second down.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
To throw on second down, Hamilton throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Hamilton.
A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
On 3rd down, Hamilton. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now, I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Cowboys.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll go again with Hall.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Gets around him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Hamilton. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
Down to about the 22 here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A gain of 3 on the play. And
Back to throw. Bonds.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing again. Hamilton over the middle, complete. That's Norris. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Hall again on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, Dallas.
Hall again.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A handoff for Hall.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Hall.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Shaquille Leonard on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it. We're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. Throwing on 1st down. Bonds. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. Well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0. Looking to throw across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Murray now to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down now, LeBlanc. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 64 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bonds got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Bonds.
Looking for Elliott, and he's got the catch on the crossing route. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now they'll run the option to the short side left, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Taken down at the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Murray.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Renee, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Ball again on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, Oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Murray.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again, Murray.
Finding Graham on the slant.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Throwing now is Murray. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this 1st half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because Those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Option play, here's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hall again on 2nd down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. LeBlanc. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bonds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Second down. LeBlanc trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On third down, LeBlanc. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Murray now on first down. Smith catches left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
On first down, LeBlanc, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They run the option on second down.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. On third and short, they'll try option left.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. The throw over the middle, taken in.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
They run it with Hall off the option.
And he's got room.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
first down. Bonds. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Option play, here's Hall.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Give to Hall running right.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's second and 7 from the 9.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Bonds. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash here should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And Graham's got it, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Arizona. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt,
and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Back to throw. Bonds.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Bonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. He's back to throw. It's caught. Tolbert. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. LeBlanc, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game won by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Cardinals, it's a critical win for them as it gets